On this episode of Lady K Sailing, we see some sunken boats from the hurricanes, we navigate the shallow parts of the ICW, and we talk about money. Hey guys! We are this close to Charleston, South Carolina. 15 miles, I think. We're in a nice little anchorage. I'll take you outside and show you around in a few minutes. But we're waiting till 11 a.m., so it'll be high tide. It's only like 9:30 right now. And the little bit before Charleston, we've heard a lot of stuff from other sailors and cruisers that gets very shallow in a couple of spots on the way into Charleston. So we opted to anchor here for the night, 15 miles shy, and then go in at high tide. So yesterday we did a little pass on our way here that was like very, very close to hitting bottom, and we had to go really, really slow in single file. Even though it's very wide, it was a couple 100 feet wide, we had to go right in the middle, and we saw 6 feet a few times, and that was close to low tide. So Barefoot is a 6-foot keel boat, so they are opting for high tide, and our 5-foot keel, I think I would just go anyway. I don't really care if we hit bottom. We've hit bottom so many times we're like, whatever.
Whoops.
Yeah. Anyway, though, this is episode 30. We're on our way to Charleston, and we're filming. We're completely up to date. So at the end of this week, we'll be uploading this episode from today and throughout whatever we film this week. So we don't know what the episode's about yet because it hasn't happened yet. So real time.
Woo!
So episode 30. No idea what it's about. Hope you enjoy it. If you like the episode, please hit subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the more videos that we can make. So it's super cool. Anyway.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Ready, babe?
Yeah, I am.
Going to Charleston.
Woo! Go.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice today.
Anxiety's kicking in.
Yeah, all right. Let's get her done. So in our last episode, we talked a little bit about sort of the devastation from Hurricane Florence, Hurricane Michael, and how bad that's been. Nowhere is it more evident than on the mooring ball right in front of us. And I'll show you guys, we're just motoring up to it. But it truly describes how bad those hurricanes were and how bad it can be for a sailboat. Here we go. So you can see the spreaders are above water. The mooring ball is still there that it was tied to. And just underwater there is a sailboat right there. Absolutely terrifying. And then there's also some sailboats up in the forest over here. We're gonna go see that next. Wow, that is just wickedly cool. So can confirm La Vagabond right there. Oh, it's so cool. Very cool. Sweet. They weren't outside or anything, so I didn't stop by, but I'll wait for the girls to get back because they're probably gonna go crazy. Happy Halloween! We are gonna leave Charleston today. 2 days we'll be in Beaufort, South Carolina, and before we leave, we're gonna do a little circle around that cat over there because, as discussed yesterday, that is La Vagabond. Pretty cool. So we're gonna get out of here, all fueled up and ready to rock.
We're headed for adventure, our worries left behind. Taken to the water, fun rising like the tide. With open skies above us, we'll be running side by side. Come on, away the anchor, we're casting off the line. We're about the destination, the journey is divine. Welcome to the story of living our bold life. We're doing it our own way on Lady K. We're sailing away on Lady K.
Okay,
Woo!
episode 30.
30.
I can't believe we made it this far.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I don't even know. Like,
30 episodes and
Wow.
what, like almost 2,000 nautical miles
Yeah. Well, I think
And-
we're about there now. Yeah.
in this old boat.
Yeah.
We've,
That's our
we've done all right, I think.
Yeah.
Being as how it's our 30th episode, there's a few things I think that we should say, and we definitely couldn't have made it this far without the support of you guys on YouTube. The comments, like, I think our last video has like 100 comments on it, and yeah, we try to reply to all of them, and we try to talk to all you guys like real time, and we try to keep the episodes real time, but YouTube, like, you can go off on a sailboat and do what we're doing, and that's great, and it's a fantastic life, absolutely, but YouTube sort of adds a bit of an element to it that I think I wasn't expecting. Like, it's a support. Like, there's people behind you,
Yeah.
and it's you guys, like, liking the video, subscribe to the channel, comments, and we're talking to you guys, and
sharing it,
sharing it.
pushing it on your friends and family.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I mean, we're sitting in a marina right now,
Yeah.
and where are we? Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia.
That was paid for by a YouTube guy. Like, Ron, thank you.
Thank you. So
This is
amazing.
fantastic. He wants to take us around and show us Savannah today,
Yeah.
take us out for dinner, and he paid for the marina for 2 nights, and he had a cooler full of beer waiting, and he made us this really cool thing. And where is it? I gotta show people.
Oh, it's outside.
Oh, hang on.
So, absolutely, just so grateful for that. Thank you so much, Ron.
So yeah, Ron owns a mill that does woodwork, and he made us this.
Teak.
It's teak.
So
It's
pretty.
beautiful, and
I can't
it's
even.
the woodwork and the craftsmanship is absolutely amazing. But that's what I mean is people on YouTube are so supportive, and that makes the sailing journey and what we're doing and sort of like how hard it actually is, because it's way harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But it makes it so much more enjoyable, and it makes us just want to keep going and going because of you guys.
Yeah.
So huge thank you to everyone who's watching this, everyone who subscribes and likes and comments and talks to us. And if you do want to talk to us, the easiest way to do that is to go on Facebook, look up Lady K Sailing, and send us a message, because that goes to our phones and iPads and everything immediately. Anything with a SIM card in it, as long as we're in the US, we'll get it right away. So the YouTube comments, we try to check them every 2 or 3 days, and that's based on Wi-Fi. So, yeah. The other big, huge thank you, and from the bottom of our hearts, we definitely could not do this without the support of our friends, our family, and our patrons. YouTube allows you to publish videos, but if somebody watches those videos and finds it somewhat entertaining, they can give you a couple bucks every time you put out a new video, and that's done through Patreon. And our Patreon supporters are like, they're funding this whole thing. Like, it's absolutely amazing. So I think we want to take a minute to thank the Patreon supporters and the people that send us a couple bucks on PayPal just to, you know, put diesel in the tank or food in the fridge,
beer in our bellies.
Beer, yeah. So we've never done this before, but I think that we should just go through. There's not that many patrons. It's enough that.
It's enough that
oh
it
yeah,
matters.
but I think starting with Brian was our first patron before we even left. It was a guy we worked with, Brian. If you're still watching,
hi buddy,
I love you. But Brian was our first patron, and then our moms.
Our moms.
Laura and Tammy.
Yeah, thank you guys. We love you.
Just awesome. Candace's uncle and family, the Scram family. Thank you so much.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Russ from our yacht club, and then Nick, Mark, Mandy, Liz, John L, John D, Joel, Jay, Ian, Daryl. I'm reading from the screen. Yeah. Courtney back home. Colin. My aunt and uncle.
Uncle Chris and Aunt Kitty.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Chris and Carolyn, my aunt and uncle. Bill, Ben, Alan, Allison back home. Yeah. AJ, Byron.
Byron, thank you.
Robert, Brian P. Butch, Mike, Melissa.
Those beers were cold. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Like,
really
it's absolutely phenomenal that.
I'm like, trying not to cry.
It makes it doable. Like, we're going to talk about the budget after this, and you'll get an idea of what these people mean to the bottom line of cruising. And we are still probably spending more than we should, but we bought a paddleboard and some stuff like that, as you saw in the last episode.
Not monthly.
Not necessary.
Not,
yeah.
But every month there's a new thing.
There is a new thing.
Maybe it is.
Actually, Candace is going shopping today after we're done this video, and we're going to get a new GoPro. So our videos will get a little bit better. The new we're running on everything you've seen has all been filmed on a Hero 5. We're going to get the 7 that just came out. The stabilization is much better, and the footage is supposed to be much better. We can't afford like a big fancy camera like some of the big YouTube channels have, but we can buy another GoPro. So
yeah, we can.
That'd be nice.
And it's been working great.
Yeah, the 5's been fantastic. Everything's been on the 5.
I love it.
And the 5 with an external mic, good to go.
Yes, awesome. So excited.
Anyway, that's it. That's we made 30 episodes. We've done almost 2,000 nautical miles, and it's because of you guys. Absolutely because of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yay.
Okay, so one of the things we do on this YouTube channel is we talk to you about our budget, and I sort of dread it. It's November 3rd right now, which means we have to sum up our October budget on how much we spent to do what we do. I dread it because I don't like seeing the number at the end of the month, to be honest with you. We had intended to be cruising on 12 to 1,500 maybe a month, and so far I don't think we've accomplished that at all. If you look back at our previous episodes, anyone that's at the beginning of a month is going to have the budget for the previous month. Last month, though, was like $4,000, which was astronomical and terrible. But anyway, it's November, so let's talk about October. In October, we spent $2,200. That's it. Pretty good considering last month was $4,000. But last month we had to buy anchor chain and some boat things that we knew before we even left home would be easier to buy in Annapolis, where it's sort of the sailboat capital of the world, or of North America, So it was just easier. That's where we bought things, and that was intended. We intended to spend $4,000. Maybe not $4,000. But anyway, now here we are in Georgia, and it's November. So in October, we spent $2,238.70. That $2,200 was $1,147 was food, groceries, beer, like just consumables. $1,100, and I mean, we could probably do a lot better, and we didn't. Anyway, so that's it. $1,100 right there of the $2,200, so half. We have a miscellaneous category, and that was money we spent at the boat show. So that was $680 we spent at the boat show. We bought a paddle board, mostly because it was only $300. Candace really wanted one. We thought it'll help us get around. It's fitness. It just makes sense to buy a paddle board, and we had the extra money, so we bought it. It's $300 for that. Also at the boat show, Candace needed some supplies. Candace is a seamstress. She's got 2 sewing machines on board, so we stopped at Sailrite and we bought some supplies for her industrial sailing sewing machine. And she's also making a stack pack, so we bought all the supplies we need to make the stack pack. So that $680 is going to go a long way toward the boat and toward her ability to be a better seamstress, which means we can make money later on, which is fantastic. Fuel, that's diesel primarily, but a little bit of gasoline for the dinghy. We haven't been burning much, but fuel, we spent $186. And in October, we were at Annapolis for, I think, 3 weeks out of October. So really, $186 on fuel sort of just got us here. Dockage, we spent $162. We did stay at a few marinas here and there. Typically, we only do that when we need to upload an episode because we need good Wi-Fi to do that. But $186 last month on dockage. We went out for dinner once, and we spent $64 with our friend Richard on Sayonara. $64 in a month. That's pretty good, I think. But anyway, that's sort of where we landed at, $2,200 spent. Anyway, one of the things we did do to help the budget was finally, for the first time ever, we withdrew money from Patreon. So we have all the Patreon supporters we were talking about. We pulled, I think it was near $700 out of Patreon. And that's all the money we've ever made on Patreon. We're not making $700 a month or a week or anything like that. But that was like, since we left, we've made $700. So we did subtract that, or we did pull that out, and you can subtract that to our $2,200 spent last month because we made $700, which was very nice. There's also a few that in that $700 that we withdrew from PayPal. If you go to our website and you just want to send us $20 or something, you can do that via PayPal as a one-time thing. Here's $20. And a few people did that, and fantastic. So $700 off of our $2,200 spend. Not too bad.
Hey.
Hey. That's it for episode 30. I wish we had more footage, but we really just been in the ICW, and it's just motoring down a ditch, and it's really not that exciting.
You've seen it a lot.
Yeah. So we had said in episode 30 we wanted to do something special, and Candace was going to jump in the water, but as you can see, it's still cold.
It's a little chilly today, yeah.
Savannah is like, I think, 68 today or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not great. But anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm not doing that today.
No. Thanks to our friend Ron, YouTube follower of ours, putting us up in this marina for a couple days. Candace was able to take the courtesy car, do a big provisioning run at Walmart.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff. And now we're filming with the new GoPro that we said we were going to get. Yeah. So this is the 7. This is the first video we've ever made with it, is this little bit right here that we're doing now.
Yeah.
It is November 3rd, and we're going to upload the video today, so we're still up to date right to the day. Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow morning we're going to get out of here, and we are going to get to Florida as quick as we can.
Yes, please.
When we stop being cold.
Where I'll jump in the water, I promise.
Yes, where she'll jump in the water. So, thanks for watching episode 30. We will see you guys in a week, next Saturday, or maybe Friday, if we can get back to our Friday thing. That'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
Well, we'll see you guys in a week for episode 31.